Hey there, I want to talk about a real rare animal to buy from the store these days. A manual front-wheel drive two-door coupe with a trunk. In this day and age of 2020, it is very, very impossible to buy something front-wheel drive, manual transmission, two doors with a trunk. Based on the research I've already done, there's one car on the market. One, the Honda Civic. And the rumor has it, it's going to be discontinued for the 2021 model year. So that means we might get one more year. Maybe it'll come out for 2022, and then that's it. Done. So everything else is either four-door hatchbacks or crossovers. But a two-door coupe with a manual? That's a load of fun. You cannot even buy a domestic front-wheel drive manual coupe. Right now, if you want something from the big three in North America, you're looking at the Ford Mustang, Dodge Challenger, Chevrolet Camaro, and the Cadillac CTS-V coupe, if that's still available. I didn't even bother looking before I made this video, so who knows. I am driving my 2003 Cavalier coupe. Now this is the base model. 2.2 liter EcoCheck engine, pushing out 140 horsepower, 150 pound-feet of torque. Stock exhaust with 266,995 kilometers, which is about half of that in miles. So you're looking at, yeah, easily over 170. I'll put in the actual numbers at a later date. But yeah, why would a person consider getting one of this? Well, I'm a very nostalgic guy, and I've actually had this car for quite a while. And as you can tell, my face is starting to go dark, so I'm using my phone because, yeah, long story, I won't get into it. Nevertheless, single guy, you're a single gal, you're a single something in between. You don't really need a whole lot of room. You occasionally get friends over, you know, might have to haul your little brother, your little sister, your mom, your dad, your grandparents around. You don't really need a big station wagon, minivan, anything like that. You want something good on gas. One of these would be fantastic. They're reasonable to drive, stop and go traffic. Okay, yeah, you're rolling gears, big deal. Get used to it after a while. Got a back seat that's usable. You got a trunk you can actually lock things in without the fear of people peering going, what's in there? Out of sight, out of mind. These were big sellers in the late 90s and the early 2000s. In the late 90s alone, you could buy this, the Cavalier. You could buy its sister, the Pontiac Sunfire. And at the roll of the century, it became the Chevy Cobalt and the Pontiac G5, or Pursuit as they were called. The other one was, you could buy a Ford ZX2 Escort, which was a real jelly bean shaped two-door coupe that Ford put out based on the old Escort frame, or chassis, before the Focus really took over. Dodge, heck, you could get yourself a Dodge Avenger two-door with a manual and a V6. So the Dodge Avenger came first, and then it was slowly replaced by the Stratos coupe, and then, you know, they were gone. Chevy, you could also get yourself a Monte Carlo SS. Now that's a two-door Impala. And there was the SS, the Dale Earnhardt edition. They managed to squeeze a 5.2 or 5.3 liter V8 front-wheel drive under the hood. Wow. Now, no, nothing. These are good, cheap fun. This car, with this kind of mileage, you can get for well under 500 bucks. Right, ready to be insured on the road, and you're good to go. This car has no tilt, no air conditioning, no power windows. Look, manual windows. Yeah. It's got an AM/FM CD player. The only options this car really has is like delay wipers, and even then I don't even think that's an option. But yeah, no air tilt cruise, manual transmission. I got discs in the front, and I believe I have discs in the back. Could have drums. 2003, it's old enough it could still have disc drum configuration. But even for the mileage, this thing still has a lot of get up and go. I'm not puffing blue, I'm not drinking oil, I'm not leaking fluids everywhere. Good, solid car. There are some drawbacks, like the CD player does not work, the AM/FM radio does. That door that I'm pointing at right now that you're mounted on, right, is the lock's a little jimmy. And what else was wrong? Oh, the backup lights don't work, so when I put it in reverse, yeah. Windshield, you can't really, yeah, you can kind of sort of see it right about here. That runs the entire length. Yeah, so if you look between the cracks, you're good to go. Fuel mileage. This thing is phenomenal on gas. The 2003 brochure was claiming 33 miles on the highway. I believe it. Totally believe it. I don't know what it is in miles off the top of my head, but I got, no word of a lie, over 700 kilometers off of a tank of gas, which was about $45 to fill up, and that's at $1.10, $1.15 a liter or a quart. That part I do know. Yeah. So do the math, you know, 40 quarts is how many gallons? You got it, you got this. Would I recommend a Cavalier or a Sunfire? Yes and no. Yes, I would consider offering advice to getting one, but no, and that's in quotes, for the simple fact, you find one at a really, really good price, and if you're not mechanically inclined, don't be afraid to take it for a test drive. Don't be afraid to go, hey, can we take this to a shop just to give it, not a full-blown inspection, but give it a real serious look over. Do the windows work? Do the wipers work? Do the lights work? Is the front end in good shape? CV joints and all that. If it's a manual transmission, how good is the manual? When you downshift it, have a look out the rear view mirror. Big black cloud, big blue cloud, surefire indicators that there's something wrong with the engine. And I could go on and on and on about it, but you get the idea. 17-year-old car, and the only safety things I've got is maybe anti-lock brakes and airbags. That's all I've got. So we'll try and do a quick turnaround here. You're going to hear some clunking probably out the front end, which is a little worrisome, but it hasn't really stopped the car from moving. This car has got jam. "17 years old, just south of 300,000 kilometers. This thing will bring smiles for miles." So, thanks for watching. Leave comments in the section below. Leave some constructive criticism in the section below. If you like what you got out of this, by all means, consider giving me a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. If you didn't like what you saw, by all means, give me a thumbs down. Leave a reason why. Until next time, take care.